Hi, Padraig Kenny here. I just want to recommend a couple of books for you as part of the Ireland Reads initiative, which I'm delighted to be part of. First off, I'd like to recommend my own book, which is a book called The Monsters of Rookhaven. It's illustrated by Edward Bettison, and it's a dark fantasy for children. And it's about an orphan brother and sister after World War II who stumble across a house filled with a family of monsters. And it's about how to become friends with these monsters and how these monsters interact with the local community. And it's a book basically about empathy and community and friendship and what it means to be family and what it means to be a monster or not be a monster. So that's my current novel, The Monsters of Rookhaven. Another book I'd like to recommend for you is a debut novel by a Welsh writer called Leslie Parr, and it's called The Valley of Lost Secrets. And this is set during World War II, and it's about two brothers, Jimmy and Ronnie, and they're sent away as evacuees to a Welsh mining village, and they're taken in by a family. And one of the brothers discovers a skull inside a tree, and a kind of mystery starts to unfold from there. And again, this one is about things that are kind of close to my heart, family and community. And what really impressed me about this was the characters, and the characters for me were really warm and they were almost living. And I think for me, one of the most important aspects of most novels is characters and how real it can become for a reader. And it's a very moving novel. And you really feel for the characters in this novel. So I really, really enjoyed this. I think it's a great debut by Leslie, and I think we're going to see a lot more from her from now on. Another book I really like at the moment, and when I was younger, I used to read a lot of non-fiction about nature, and I kind of got out of it. But I'm getting back into it now with this book here. It's by Dara McAnulty. It's called The Diary of a Young Naturalist. Dara's only 16 years of age, but you can't tell by the writing, because the writing is wonderful. He really, really writes with great maturity and great fluidity, and it's beautiful writing. Dara is on the autism spectrum, so he talks about what that's like for him, and he writes about his family too. And he has a real passion and interest in nature, and he gains real comfort and solace from nature. And that really comes out in his writing, and I'm really enjoying this at the moment. And it's kind of sparking an interest for me in nature, a kind of interest I haven't had for a long, long time. So I think that's kind of a really good tribute to a book like this, that the fact that it can kind of ignite that kind of interest again. So that's one I'd really recommend too. Diary of a Young Naturalist by Dara McAnulty. And I think we're going to hear a lot from Dara in the future as well.